My name is Mike Younis and I'm a professional mixed martial artist. The story of me and Rosi, okay, where do I begin? About, I'd say 7 months ago, I had what I'd describe as a catastrophic injury. As a result, I ended up in hospital with, they said 3 herniated discs in my back, which resulted in my left arm going numb. And I mean, I was in pain until I was breaking out in sweats. I mean, it was excruciating. They kept me in hospital for 3 days, and I pretty much thought I was screwed, you know. I didn't think, even though I had hopes that I'd be fighting again soon, I really didn't even think it was going to be in the next 12 to 18 months that I'd be back in a ring or a cage. And I was referred by my management, golden ticket, to Rosi. I was skeptical at first because, like many athletes, I'd seen physios, I'd seen chiropractors, I'd seen all kinds of different professionals that have done nothing for any of the injuries I've suffered over the years. But you know, I was in desperation mode. I was willing to try anything. I'd pulled out 3 fights in a row with injuries. And I was introduced to Rosi. When I came to Rosi, like I said, I came with a bit of skepticism. I had no idea what was going to entail. And when I saw Rosi, I can only describe her as a sorceress. She took me from being bedridden in a hospital. I mean, I can't move. I'm breaking out in sweats, excruciating pain. I'm on morphine, to fighting. Within 6 months, you know, with a neck and a back stronger than it had been prior to the injury. So she gave me very specific exercises and rehab, a lot of things I hadn't seen before, but I was determined to make sure that I was going to give everything a go. And week by week, I found improvements, strengthening, you know, the area was being strengthened, less pain. And before I knew it, I was able to do, you know, drills with her, or, you know, a lot of neck harness work, bridging work, a lot of stuff that she'd been quite innovative in her approach to getting me back to where I needed to be. And very specific to my sport. That's the key thing. Very specific, because it wasn't just generic work. It started off quite generalized, but then I think what she started to do was to bring it really specifically to the kind of sport that I'm in order to make sure that I had confidence in being able to take impacts. You know, in my sport we take big shots, and we shoot, a lot of wrestling, a lot of grappling, and you know, I could easily have re-injured the area if the area wasn't strong enough to take the load, and Rosi made sure that I was able to do that. Prior to the injury and prior to working with Rosi, there was literally no thought process to, you know, injury prevention for your neck. There was no process to, hey, we're going to do, even our warm-ups to warm up our neck, was just a quick neck bridges and, oh, that's it, we're ready to work now because we've got a little burn in the muscles in our neck. We really didn't have any idea of how important it was to have the structures around the areas that could get injured strong and functional. Absolutely no idea. And even today, I was thinking about it, and I was having a word with Rose, and I said, why is it that none of us as athletes that are in these contact sports think about how important it is to have these kind of programs incorporated into our regimens? We think of everything else, but we don't think about the importance of having strong structures in our necks and backs that we need to, especially in the sport where it's so easy to injure those areas. It's remarkable. I have no idea. I felt like I've learned a whole new thing, and it's helped me greatly.